Stork putting a pylon in the Nexus position to keep PJ from getting that spot for a little bit longer. PJ has his observatory too, so they're pretty much on even ground at this point. Both players just kind of content to try and take into the base and mass up. Although I think that is the difference in their builds right now. Stork has built those extra gateways, whereas PJ has built the Nexus. And PJ going in for an attack here. PJ has that Reaver, but Stork has Dark Templar there. I don't know if PJ has an observer in the area. Stork's Dark Templar going in. And Stork has these Dragoons, as they show, camping up there, not doing anything at the moment. And finally, they come in for a little bit of a flank. The Dark Templar going after the Reaver. That was exactly what he needed to do, but it looks like PG is going to have to pull back from this. I wouldn't really call it necessarily a loss of this. He must not have any observers around. That's what's going on. He has no observers with his army there, and that was a brutal, brutal mistake on his part, especially because he has the observatory. He really should have had observers going in there, and he's even got one sitting in his base doing nothing. And that Dark Templar was chasing him out because it was basically neutralizing the little bit of advantage he had from having that Reaver, because as soon as he popped down the Reaver, the Dark Templar was able to go in and just slice away at it. He should, Stork bringing in that Dark Templar, and he's going to try and do some picking off, but finally PJ does have that Observer there, and he's able to take out Stork's Dark Templar. So it doesn't work as a surprise attack, but Stork still able to use that Dark Templar to fend off PJ. With I don't think he lost anything to his economy there. So it's really kind of hard to give an advantage at this point, because even though Stork forced PJ back there, militarily they're about even, and Stork finally going in, and he's going to be taking another base as well in the bottom right corner, so not quite next to his base. It's not going to be quite as protected, but I imagine Stork is going to be being a little bit more aggressive, and so that's going to keep PJ back in his base and able to, and Stork actually going in with a small force here, trying to take out that little base. It doesn't look like PJ actually made a Nexus in this corner yet. Okay, so he didn't actually take that Nexus. Maybe he realized that he needed to do something different. Stork taking out that pylon though. So just kind of harassing there. Stork, like as I said, I expect is going to try and keep the pressure up. Stork coming out with a lot of Templar. Oh my God! And Stork, oh that is going to be death for PJ, because Stork's storming is almost the most precise storming ever, and a little bit of battle going on here. PJ pulling back. Maybe he saw those Templar. He's probably trying to micro. Storm goes off over the Dragoons though, and that's exactly what's going to win this battle for Stork, I believe, is the Storm, because even though he has that Reaver, Stork is going to be able to storm. More Storm, and almost all of PJ's Dragoons going down here. Stork is almost out of Dragoons as well, though. So it looks like PJ is not quite going to go down for this. He has to run the shuttle out so it doesn't die. So the Reaver, unprotected, goes down. And Stork kind of randomly running a High Templar out there. Stork has won the battle, actually, it seems. I thought he was going to barely run out of forces and have to pull back, but Stork has won the battle, and he's pushing in now with just a few units that he has left. He's running Zealots out. He's got speed leg upgrades, so the Zealots are able to get to the front lines very quickly. Okay, I thought he was going to go in, but it looks like Stork is holding back. He's not going to try and press this attack in, which makes sense because he doesn't really have a lot of forces at PJ's door right now. It wouldn't quite be enough to go over those defenses. Stork's expansion base in the bottom right corner is up now and running, so even though PJ has this Nexus over here, he doesn't have it quite up and running yet, so a little bit of an economic advantage for Stork. And actually, if Stork can, PJ's gonna be able to get over here. I was gonna say if Stork can take out this Nexus, then he'll have a decided advantage. But PJ saw that, and those three Zealots are gonna get chased off there. As I was saying, Stork is absolutely freaking excellent with Storm, with his Psystorm. Stork with Templar is just, you don't want to mess with Stork with Templar. The main problem for Stork running in Zealots there, suiciding his Zealots to take out the probes as they bunch up. And it looks like Stork took out like 4 or 5 probes there. I don't think that's going to bother PJ terribly though. That won't take him very long to replace. Stork getting yet another base though. So if PJ does not follow suit, he's going to be a little bit behind because they're about even right now. I'd give the Stork the military advantage because he has those Templar. PJ does not have any Templar at all, despite the wishes of this, look like Chinese fan wearing a Chinese flag around there. I'm gonna have to give, as I said, the advantage to Stork. PJ needs to get to, okay, he has the Templar Archives. He needs to get some High Templar out very quickly, though. He needs to get his Psystorm up, because in large Protoss versus Protoss battles, that is what it comes down to. Who can storm the fuck out of the other one the best? And that is basically Stork's specialty. That and Reaver Shuttle Micro, that sort of thing, as we actually saw in the first game between these guys. Someone actually mentioned it, I didn't notice, but Stork won a major battle because PJ fired his Scarabs at Stork's Reaver, and he picked up the Reaver in his shuttle, and nothing happened. PJ trying to do some kind of drop in Stork's main, but he's going to have to worry. Okay, he's dropping a Reaver in there. Oh, he killed, looks like, I can't read the number. He killed several probes with that one shot. Stork, meanwhile, though, going and running some Zealots in, and Stork has his main force massed outside this expansion base. So when PJ tries to save this base, Stork is going to come in and just totally kill off the reinforcement force, and that's what he's done. He's sent in only a handful of units to take out those few Zealots, and meantime Stork's entire army is waiting there. A huge battle ensuing. Storm goes off over oh my god, all of PJ's troops get stormed to hell, and he has no Storm to come back with, and the end result is that Stork has taken out all the probes in the top left base, and Stork has a major advantage. They didn't show what was going on with that Reaver, but I imagine Stork made a couple Dragoons in his base and fought it off, because that shuttle is now flying back. He's probably running that shuttle back because he knows that Reaver and that shuttle is his last hope to do anything. And there he is dropping the shuttle off. He needs to kill off several Dragoons with that Reaver if he's going to be... And he does kill off several Dragoons, so he may actually be able to fight this off after all. Okay... sorry, PJ having a Dark Templar out as well. It looks like he is going to be able to take out this last Archon finally. Stork coming in with a few more Dragoons, trying to press home this little advantage. Stork may actually be trying to press this one home. He knows that he has the economic advantage right now. He probably has more gateways as well. He's going to try and press this in. He's taken out all of PJ's forces, and it's just a matter of who can shove more minerals down the other's throat right now, as far as if PJ can force Stork back, but he doesn't have the intake right now that Stork does. His main is probably getting a little bit low. Stork coming in. Stork all over PJ's base now as well. I think this is probably the end for PJ. PJ putting up a good battle and actually taking out Savior, one of the best players in the world, but not able to take out Stork. And Stork is he's gonna take out PJ's natural expansion here. There's not really much he can do about it. I'm not sure why Stork doesn't have an observer in the area. He does have an observer now, so that's basically it. That Dark Templar, maybe some Reavers was all he had. And he sees that happen, and PJ finally gives in. I'm sorry, but you can catch Savior on an off day, but Protoss versus Protoss against Stork. Stork does not waver. I'm sorry. And again, I can't tell. Are those the Korean commentators that are cheering now? They probably are if they're cheering and they're that excited before. So the trophy here, the World Cyber Games StarCraft gold medal, does go to Stork. And Stork going over and giving some congratulations to PJ. Very sporting of him. Very sporting of him indeed. Stork the man taking it all. And now he brings out the Korean flag to show off for all that Korea still dominates the World Cyber Games of StarCraft. So, in general, I just want to mention really quickly, Stork absolutely pwning the World Cyber Games. Alright? 2-0 in the round of 16, 2-0 in the round of 8, 2-0 in the quarters, 2-0 in the semis, 2-0 in the final. Not a loss. Actually, I don't know if there was a round of 16, but he basically went all the way through the last 4 rounds. He did lose a game in his group, but it's generally... I heard a lot of people saying that he actually threw it. So, Stork on an absolute rampage. It's going to be wonderful to see him, how he does in the upcoming Star Leagues. Now that he's on this much fire. Alright, thanks for listening.